In this tutorial, we will cover how to create an ephemeris in WinStar version 4. First of all, you need to go to Extras, Timetables, and this will open up the ephemeris generator. To start a new ephemeris, go to File, New Ephemeris. You can then set the start date and the end date. Here's your selection of pre-configured ephemerises. And this one, we're going to go ahead and use a 1 year by weeks. This one is automatically set up to start at the beginning of the year and go for 12 months. In some cases, you need to go ahead and reselect the ending date so that it has it correct. It's always a good idea to double check. If there's nothing else, if you're already familiar with this ephemeris and you just want to go ahead and run it, click on OK, and it'll go ahead and give you that particular ephemeris. If you want to make changes, File, New Ephemeris. Make sure you select your ephemeris. And then we'll go over the options. Interval between positions. This is the time between each line in the ephemeris. Every single week is a little bit on the long side for what we want, so we'll change it to 3 here, days. And now instead of being every 7 days, it'll be every 3. Now the ephemeris length set to 1 year, which is pretty standard. Date format, we can change that. So we can have it set to month, day, year. We'd like to know the exact time, so we'll go ahead and we'll put in that. You can change the house system or the time system between tropical and sidereal. We can change whether the node is the main node or true node. We can put in geocentric latitude, parallax moon, etc. Where we would like to add a couple of additional planets here. So we'll go ahead and we'll clear this out. Add planets. We'll add all of these. And we'll add in Chiron. Along with geocentric longitude, we'd also add in the right ascension and declination. Click on OK. Now we've got 36 columns. You can change the time that is coming up when we have the time column. It's currently set to Greenwich. Since we live in Big Rapids, we'll change that to Big Rapids. And you always want to make sure you've got the right time zone in here. It does not automatically switch between standard time and daylight time. So we're going to leave it on standard time. If you want, you can have it generate a list of aspects to your natal chart. In this case, we've already got enough columns. We'll leave that turned off. So we go ahead and click on OK. And there we go. The 1 a.m. time is the same time that was selected here, 1 a.m. If you wanted to change it to something different, you can if you want. And then we can scroll over here to the right, and we have all the different, we got the geocentric longitude, right ascension, and declination for each individual planet. You can also bring up a quick wheel, so you can see what the chart looks like. You can switch between a standard house wheel, unequal house wheel, your wheel's Aries. You can look at the chart data for it, and you can also print it, and you can generate the what you see here as a PDF file, so you can send it to someone if you'd like. There are interpretations if you have turned on aspects. In this case, I haven't, so it's just blank. Here you can save the output to a file. you can also load that as a file. So if I go here to save Ephemeris, it generates it as a MDB file, Microsoft database. Go back to File, Load. There's the Ephemeris I just generated. I can go ahead and open that up, and it'll be the same Ephemeris as what I had before. You typically don't need to worry about compacting or repairing the Ephemeris database. If you have created a very large Ephemeris and you have saved it and then made modifications to that particular Ephemeris, you might be able to save a little bit of disk space. But in reality, if you're going to be emailing it and it's too big to email, using a compression program such as WinZip or 7-Zip will give you much better results than these two will. You can also print the Ephemeris straight to the printer. You can generate it as a PDF file. You can export it to CSV. You can print just the aspectarian information if you have generated that in your Ephemeris, and you can use this to pick a different printer. In the edit pull-down menus, you have the ability to add or remove other columns. For instance, click on Add Miscellaneous, click on Sidereal Time, click on OK. There actually is right here after the primary time. Next, in the pull-down menus, you have the View menu. You can change the precision of the time field of any of the any of the information being given. So you can change that so that you're looking at the instead of just degrees and minutes, you can add the seconds field if you like. You can change that to a 360-degree format. You can change the date format, the time format. You can change the font size. If it's too small, you can make it quite a bit larger. And if the display becomes a little bit jagged, etc., you can have it redraw. That concludes the timetables tutorial. Thank you for watching.